Hi everyone, and welcome back to YogaMax with me, Max. Today we're going to be looking into a word that comes up a lot if you do flow yoga, which is what we call a vinyasa. Flowing through movements using our breath to create this repetition of movement within the practice. So within certain poses, you constantly move through what we call a vinyasa. So stay tuned to the end of the class where I'll talk about common issues people have, what I see in the studio when I teach, the struggles that we go through when we try and do a vinyasa and we try and keep up, and we tend to dig into shoulders and dig into back. So let's begin. This is a super amazing, this is special to me because this set of poses is what we continue to flow through as we go through a vinyasa style practice, and that's what I love to do. So I'm just hoping to give some of that amazing knowledge and experience and amazing feeling I get when I practice vinyasa yoga, and hopefully that will kind of inspire you guys to also try it out and enjoy it as much as I do. So what is a vinyasa? Let's go, let's begin. So you can get into a vinyasa in many different ways in the practice. I'm going to show you traditionally what happens when you get to go through a vinyasa and exactly what it is. So I will start by standing up, and it's normally done at the front of your mat. Your feet will generally be, a little smaller than your hips, I would say. So either feet slightly apart or feet together, grounding down. And this is not really part of the vinyasa, this is more of the beginning of a sun salutation. But we tend to start a vinyasa like this. A vinyasa will start from your fold. So we'll inhale and we'll breathe up to the sky. Don't forget to always ground down through your roots. Remember your stira, your sukha, so nice and strong, rooting down in the bottom. Shoulders down as you lift the chest up to the sky. If you want, you can take a back bend. This, up to you. You can go through the chest and soften the knees, or you can open the arms and swallow dive forward. But what you want for sure is to come down with a straight spine. Let go of that head. Give it a bit of a bounce. Not really into our vinyasa yet. It's coming in right now. As you breathe in, you lengthen the spine. Two options also here, sorry for the plant. Either fingertips on the tops of your mat, seeing how my tailbone is lengthening to the back of the room. Shoulder blades also lengthening to the back of the room, chest forward. Or you can place your hands on tops of your knees. Don't rest on your knees, so lengthen the shoulder blades away from the ears, have a long neck at the back, so find the same flat back. And coming into a plank. So the plank position will be your first pose in your vinyasa series, okay? So you'll fold, you'll take your flat back, and then you spread your fingers out, send one foot back and then the other. And we're going back to stacking joints. Principle of yoga, so stacking wrists in line with your shoulders. Scoop the belly under, and this is a great indicator of where you can start to build your awareness in your own body and your sensations to feel where the plank with knees off or knees down is going to be the version that you want to go to. And it's really up to you to make that decision. I'll give you pointers though. So stacking your joints, scoop the tailbone under, pushing the heels of the feet to the back of the room and really getting that zip in the belly. Also breathing up in between your shoulder blades. So you know when you pinch the shoulder blades together, right now we want to push down into the mat and breathe the shoulder blades right open. So you're fully supported. So, two things. If you're sinking down into your shoulder joint because that strength is not there quite yet, or if the hips are falling below the shoulders, those are two very clear indicators that you just need to lower your knees down to the mat. That's it. So, if two things are happening, one is the shoulders are sinking into their joint, two is the hips are lowering beneath your shoulders, then from here, you just lower your knees down. Now, little pointer over here. Most people, when they're flowing or doing Vinyasa style yoga for the first time, you'll notice this happen. From their plank, they'll notice they want to put their knees down. We'll put the knees down, but then we send the bum back. And you can go through your Vinyasa like this, lots of people do, but I want us to really protect the lower back. So, once you come and align, shoulders over your wrists, and you lower your knees, scoop the tailbone right under and bring the shoulders over your wrists. So, belly is engaged, but knees are down. So, step one of your Vinyasa. I'll go through it one more time, just super quick, just so it's nice and in your body. Inhaling, big breath, arms up, shoulders down. Exhale, folding forward with a flat back, soft or straight knees, and don't forget to let go of that head. As you breathe in, hands either to the tops of the knees, shoulders down the spine, or fingertips, shoulders still down the spine. As you exhale, press the hands down, find your plank. Choose while you're here whether you want to stay up in your high plank or whether you want to lower your knees but still keep the tailbone tucked. If the knees are going down, this is what we do together. Inhaling, stay where you are. As you exhale, do not lose the bum as you start to bend. So bending the elbows right till they find your ribs. From there, you're going to scoop. Hips down, chest up. So, also, little things we get stuck on when we do this is knees are down, scooping the tailbone, you've bent your elbows, and then you go to lower the hips, but there's not much strength in your shoulders, so you kind of sink into that shoulder joint. If that isn't happening, and that creates too much tension in the back, bend the elbows. Or come to your cobra or your sphinx, elbows in line with your shoulders. That's a version 2. So there is, again, mentioned it so many times, one pose does not fit all. So we need to know ourselves and our bodies, remove the ego that wants to do every last bit of this pose, and start to build the practice naturally, organically, holistically. So you breathe in with your knees down, if you're going for that, your tailbone tucked under. As you exhale, you bend the elbows to your ribs. As you breathe, you can keep the elbows bent, or you can straighten the elbows, or you can come down onto all the way down into your elbows, your forearms. Keep the tailbone tucked, so you're opening up the upper back. And as you inhale that final time, you tuck the toes and lift the hips right up to the sky. And find your down dog. That is your Vinyasa. That is your variation of the Vinyasa. So, it will look something like this, where there is an inhale or an exhale with every movement you're doing through a Vinyasa. So you'll do a pose and then you'll go through this Vinyasa that I'll show you, which is the variation first. But match your breath to it, and that's how you get in this kind of zone where everything disappears and it's just a wonderful feeling. So, you're at the front of your mat. You take a breath in, you ground down, arms moving up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward with a straight spine, letting the head be loose. As you breathe in, choose fingertips or hands to the knees. As you exhale, find your plank, hands down. We're going for the knees down on this one, so lower your knees. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the the elbows right by your ribs, and as you breathe in, you're going to scoop shoulders down, chest up. Maybe you want there to lift the knees off the mat. You can also keep them lower. You can also bend the elbows. As you exhale, lift the hips to your down dog, knees bent or knees straight. Have a look at the down dog videos if you have any issues with those down dog poses. And that is your Vinyasa. Inhale, exhale down. Take a breath to a flat back. Find your plank. Lower the knees. Breathe in and do nothing. Exhale, bend the elbows. Breathing in to open the chest. As you exhale, find your down dog. That is one round of Vinyasa. That's the variation. Let's do the full expression of this flow. Same things but with knees off. Feet together, grounding down. Your stira, your sukha, nice and soft. As you breathe in, arms up. As you breathe out, folding down, flat back. Don't forget the head there as you fold down. Give it a shake. Breathing into a flat back. And as you exhale, hands down, take the feet back, plank. Always breathe in first. Bend the elbows just to the ribs. As you breathe in, backs of the feet, knees off if you can, hips down. As you exhale, take the hips up to the sky for your down dog. And that is literally your Vinyasa. Thank you so much for taking the time to visit me on my mat and experience what a Vinyasa is. That was quite a lot of information. So please like and share this video or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I love and I very much appreciate it, so thank you. But also scroll down and leave some comments for me if there are any things that are unclear. We'll try break it down. I'll also have a breakdown of the description as well for you guys to just hone in, go through this flow and hopefully get the most out of it. So thanks so much for watching. I aim to post one video every week. So this is the last video for our beginner basic poses. So from now on, we'll start to create little flows, concentrating on different parts of the body, where you can really kind of do a short flow on your own, on the go, still have that amazing benefit of yoga, and also just get a bit more inclined to move through all these poses that you've been kind of practicing your alignment with, so integrating them into the practice. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.